Welcome to another episode of the Claim Your Life podcast moment presented by TBG. As always, a big thank you to TBG's in-house studio and production staff. We can't do this without you. Here's Jane.
Welcome back, everybody. Glad you could be here with me again today. Had a great question come in as a result of the podcast last week talking about wills, and it was around the important subject of legal guardians for underage children. This is something that is extremely important for you as a parent to be deciding on, and I quite frankly think you should be deciding on this even before the baby's born. But who would you entrust the care of your children to if, God forbid, something happened to both of you? You know, common disaster, you could be driving down the road together and God forbid somebody hits you and takes both of you out. So this is a really important, courageous conversation. And it's interesting because there's so many people I've had this conversation with who have said to me, we've been fighting about this for 2 years. We can't decide on the same people. We think we've got it all taken care of and then we change our minds. Well, you know what? This is a timely conversation. So I'm going to try to help you to decide how to pick a legal guardian by asking yourself a few questions. And think about, how would you want if somebody was to become the guardians for your children? What would your wishes be for them raising your children? Example, things like, how would you want them to be educated? Would you want them to be brought up in your own religious beliefs? And what would the legal responsibilities and ramifications be involved in becoming a legal guardian so that you can help them to make an informed decision and not an obligatory one as to whether they would want to accept to be the guardians of your children. The other thing that I always recommend people do, don't assume that a brother, sister, an aunt and uncle, or somebody else will just step up and take over guardianship of your children. This is a discussion that you need to have with the people that you have chosen to take on this awesome responsibility. And you have to actually ask them if they're ready and willing to do this. Again, this is all an important part of proper planning so that you too, with the stroke of a pen, can claim your life. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening, and Jane will be back next week with more listener feedback and another moment to help you claim your life. Be sure to follow Jane at janeblaufus.com. And on behalf of TBG, have a great week.